Have you ever imagined the sinking feeling of realizing your motorcycle is gone? Every year, thousands of riders go through this nightmare, often with little hope of getting their bikes back. But there's good news. These motorcycle GPS trackers can change that. With real-time tracking, instant movement alerts, and the reassurance that you can locate your bike if the worst happens, you'll never feel powerless again. Check out the link in the description for more details on theft prevention. Let's dive in. Coming in at number 5 on our list is the Spytec GPS motorcycle tracker, a hardwired solution that takes battery worries off your plate. Once installed, it delivers real-time updates every 5 seconds, so you always have an up-to-the-moment location of your ride. And if someone dares to tamper with your bike, you'll know immediately through instant alerts. Another great feature, it helps you stay in control with smart speed alerts. You can set speed limits, and if your bike goes beyond them, you'll get notified right away. Parents of teenage riders? This is a great way to ensure they stay within safe limits and where they should be. Travel a lot? No problem. With worldwide coverage, you can track your motorcycle from virtually anywhere. If you're heading overseas, just switch the network mode in the app before you go, and you're all set. Unlike some trackers that are locked to specific regions, this one keeps up with you, no matter where your adventures take you. Now, let's talk about the subscription. To access all the features, you'll need a plan, starting at $9.95 per month if you go with the annual option, or $14.95 on a month-to-month basis. While it's not the lowest cost tracker out there, the fact that it's hardwired means zero battery maintenance, which can be a major plus. One thing to keep in mind, installation does require hardwiring. If working with electrical connections isn't your thing, you might need a professional to set it up. Also, in areas with weaker signals, tracking accuracy might not always be perfect. Coming in at number 4, the MoniMoto 9 takes a refreshingly different approach to motorcycle tracking. Unlike traditional hardwired options, this one requires no wiring at all. That means you can easily hide it on your bike or even move it between different vehicles. And because it's not connected to your motorcycle's electrical system, thieves can't just cut a wire to disable it. Huge advantage. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. If someone tries to mess with your bike, this tracker doesn't just send a notification that could get buried under a pile of other alerts. It actually calls your phone. Imagine getting a direct call the moment something suspicious happens. That kind of instant warning could give you precious extra minutes to take action before it's too late. And here's another perk. Global coverage. The tracker comes with an international eSIM, so you can track your motorcycle from virtually anywhere. After the included 2-month free period, the subscription costs $49 per year. A pretty solid deal, especially considering the worldwide access you're getting. Durability? No worries. With an IP68 rating, this tracker is built to handle it all. Rain, dust, mud, you name it. Plus, it features a USB-C rechargeable battery, which is a modern, convenient upgrade over older, proprietary charging systems. No hunting for special cables. Now, let's talk about the downsides. Setting it up for the first time? It can be a bit tricky. Some users find the pairing process between the tracker and the key fob a little confusing at first, and the app interface could definitely be more user-friendly. If you're not super tech-savvy, expect to spend some extra time getting everything configured properly. That said, once it's up and running, the MoniMoto 9 offers a reliable, easy-to-use tracking solution that's both flexible and effective. If you're looking for a wire-free, hassle-free way to protect your ride, this one's worth checking out. Taking the number 3 spot, the invoxia GPS Pro Tracker brings something pretty exciting to the table. A 2-year included subscription with no credit card required up front. That's a huge plus if you want a hassle-free start with no immediate extra costs. This compact, lightweight tracker is easy to hide on your motorcycle, making it much harder for thieves to find and remove. And the setup? Super simple. Just use the companion app, follow the steps, and you're good to go. Now, let's talk about tracking power. You get real-time location updates, and you can choose how often you want them. Every 30 seconds, every 30 minutes, or somewhere in between. This flexibility helps you balance between fast updates and longer battery life, depending on what works best for you. And speaking of battery life, this thing lasts. With up to 3 months per charge, you don't have to constantly worry about recharging. And when it's time, it fully recharges in just 90 minutes. That's a huge advantage, especially for seasonal riders who don't check their bikes every day. Now, what about cost after those first 2 years? Good news, it's affordable. Subscription plans start at just $3.33 per month, making this one of the most budget-friendly options for long-term protection. It runs on 4G networks, covering the continental US and Hawaii. But here's something to consider. This tracker is mainly designed for US use. If you're planning to ride internationally, it might not be the best fit. Also, some users mention accuracy issues in areas with dense buildings or weak cellular signals. And while the app gets the job done, it's a bit simpler compared to some competitors with more advanced features. What do you think? Would this tracker work for you? Drop a comment below and let us know. Your thoughts might help someone else decide. Taking the second spot on our list is the MoniMoto 7 Plus 3 Edition, a wireless, battery-powered tracker designed specifically for motorcycles. And here's the best part. The batteries can last over a year depending on usage, so you're not constantly worried about charging or replacing them. That's a big relief when it comes to maintenance. Installation couldn't be easier. It comes with releasable plastic zip ties that let you securely attach it to your motorcycle frame. No tools, no wiring, no stress. In just a few minutes, you're set up and protected. And because it's completely wireless, you can easily move it to another bike if needed. Now, here's what really makes the MoniMoto 7 stand out. Its smart key fob system. If your motorcycle moves without the key fob nearby, calls your phone within less than a minute. That's way more effective than a silent notification that could get lost among other alerts. A direct call means you won't miss it, giving you precious time to act before it's too late. Like its newer counterpart, it provides global coverage through an international eSIM with a 2-month free trial, then $49 per year after that. Everything is managed directly through the app, making troubleshooting and support simple and convenient. Of course, no tracker is perfect. Some users have reported occasional connectivity issues or alert delays in areas with weaker cellular coverage. Plus, the key fob battery will eventually need replacing, adding a bit of maintenance down the line. And yes, the price is on the higher side compared to some competitors, but for many riders, the peace of mind is worth it. At number 1 on our list, we have the Tracki GPS tracker, a small but powerful device that delivers big on performance. Measuring just 1.8 by 1.6 by 0.7 inches and weighing only 1.26 ounces, this tracker is incredibly easy to hide on your motorcycle. And here's the best part. Its compact size actually enhances its effectiveness, making it harder for thieves to detect. But what really makes the Tracki GPS tracker stand out is its superior connectivity. Unlike trackers that rely only on 4G, this one combines 4G LTE, 3G, and even 2G technology to keep your motorcycle trackable in more places, even in areas where 4G alone might struggle. That's a huge advantage if you ever find yourself in spotty coverage zones. Now, let's talk battery life. With real-time tracking at 1 to 5 minute intervals, it lasts between 2 to 5 days. But switch it to battery saver mode with just 1 to 3 updates per day, and it stretches up to 60 days. Need even more power? There's an optional 3,500 mAh battery with a magnetic waterproof case that extends battery life 6 times longer. A great option for those wanting long-term protection. And here's something you might not expect. Tracki doesn't just rely on GPS. When GPS signals are weak or unavailable, it scans for nearby Wi-Fi routers to pinpoint your bike's location. That means better accuracy indoors or in places where GPS struggles, like parking garages or urban canyons. As for features, this tracker does it all. You can view live tracking on a map, set up geofence zones with real-time alerts, and get notifications for SOS signals, low battery, speed changes, and movement. The mobile and web apps are highly rated and work seamlessly on Android, iOS, and all web browsers. Now that you've seen the top GPS trackers to keep your motorcycle safe, it's time to make a choice. The right tracker can be the difference between losing your bike forever or getting it back quickly. What do you think? Which tracker would you trust with your ride? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to driveloop for more expert reviews on vehicle accessories.